Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. Now we're set for our broadcast here on Rio Sports Live as we are bringing you the Marion Bulldogs and the Bishop Badgers. I'm Joe Bowling with you, my wife Dahlia on the camera here this evening as we're in Seguin, Texas for just one of many of the broadcasts that we have coming your way. We've had softball and baseball going throughout the day, and now it's basketball this evening. We've got this regional semifinal game followed by the London Pirates taking on the Cole Cougars. As we get set for this action here this evening, about 13 minutes before the opening tip-off of this one between Bishop and Marion. 4 years ago, we were up here covering Santa Rosa when they took on this Marion club, and they ended up winning on a buzzer beater. As you see on our pregame slate when we run that pre-roll. But here we are in our fifth year on Rio Sports Live, and we are in Seguin, Texas once again. Send a shout out to the fans wherever you may be watching from. Those who are watching on our social media, give a shout out on our Facebook. Actually, share the link if you will. We are closing in on 60,000 followers. We're less than 500 away. So if we can get some more followers, if you haven't already followed and liked our page on our Facebook side, please do so. Help us get those numbers up. I want to reach 60,000 this weekend. I think we can do that with the coverage here and also our coverage in Kingsville. Big matchup. Those of you watching, tuning in, who are hoping to watch the Miller game against Somerset, that game is also tipping off at Texas A&M University, Kingsville. A little bit later on, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. and Joe Gomez will have the call on that one. But here tonight, it's me, Joe Bowling, with my wife Dahlia, Bishop, Marion. Back with more after this on Rio Sports Live.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Back here on our pregame show here on Rio Sports Live. We thank you again for tuning in. Our sponsors for tonight's game include the City of South Padre Island, Josh Moody Loans, and the EDC of San Benito. If you're a business that would like to get involved in Rio Sports Live in any way, shape, or form, we do everything for free as far as broadcasting to schools, and fans don't have to pay a pay-per-view to watch our games. So everything we do relies heavily on the advertising revenue that comes in on anything we do. And so sponsors on our pregame show, our halftime show, our postgame show are all funds that we use to assist us in broadcasting our game. Marion, as they're warming up, they already, you can tell, have some size on this court that'll be up against this Bishop team, including a 6'6" senior Kadeem Blyden. He'll be a heavy force, the tallest player on the floor between the two teams. And putting on a pretty good dunk show during the pregame warm-ups. Good crowd filing in here at Seguin, Texas. Thanks for tuning in on our YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel. As you see the Bishop Badgers over there warming up. A lot of green on the court here this evening. Badgers will be the visiting team, and Marion will be the home team. As the Marion Bulldogs make their way over to the sideline, the Bishop Badgers continue to warm up. Good crowd on hand right below me. Bishop looks like they're going to fill this place. We saw them earlier this week in that game at King High School in Kingsville. Looks like everybody made the trip. Congratulations on their ladies for a successful season. They ended up falling in the semifinals this year. In the state semifinals, and again, a terrific season for the Lady Badgers. A lot of that crowd that went to that game yesterday is here now in support of the boys. It's just the way sports go. When your team's still alive, boys or girls, it's everyone get behind them and try to push them to that next level. I want to give a quick disclaimer here. During our pregame setup, we were placed on a Wi-Fi here at the school, which worked really good last week. But there's a couple other parties involved tonight that are also going to be on the Wi-Fi, so it may interrupt the broadcast and cause some delays on the video. The audio usually comes through on these 100% clear, so stick with us as we've got a rock solid, and we're just going to go with a positive vibe forward, that everything will be positive from here to the end of this broadcast tonight, and then we'll follow it up with our second game tonight as London takes on Cole. Bishop and Marion. We continue after this on Rio Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Marion Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Marion Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staple Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Back here on our pregame show here on Rio Sports Live in Seguin, Texas, as we are getting closer to handing this thing over to the public address announcer. The winner of this will play tomorrow afternoon in the championship game right back here on this floor against the winner of tonight's nightcap, which is London. The Pirates taking on the Cougars of Cole High School. At first, this is the Marion Bulldogs taking on Bishop. Marion comes in with a record of 29-7 overall. They went 11-3 in district play. Bishop 12-2 during district play, 32-5 on the season. Heavy hitters here tonight and the foursome that make up this regional tournament. London comes in with a record of 31-6 and Cole at 29-8. So some heavy hitters tonight here matching up, and the first one is going to be a good one. Marion and Bishop. They continue with the warm-ups. You see the Marion Bulldogs on the right side of your screen. Fans, again, tune in wherever you may be and share the link. Let other fans know these games are going on our Facebook side, and like and subscribe. Like the page, follow the page on our Facebook side, if you will, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel and help us get the numbers up. Again, that Facebook, we're right at 60,000 followers, and I think we can hit that before the night's over. We'll take another break. We'll get you closer. Again, everything we do is free. These advertisers are the reason why we're able to do what we do. If nothing else, take note. Thank them for allowing us to broadcast these games. This is Rio Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito. Back here on Rio Sports Live, thanks again for tuning in as we're now under the 2-minute mark before we hand it over to the public address announcer. Watching our games here on Rio Sports Live. Here on a Friday night from Seguin, Texas. Take the trip up here, second weekend in a row. Last week we were here for London and Bishop on the girls' side. Tonight we're here on the same two schools featuring boys basketball games. Kingsville King leading, check that, trailing Bernie in the first quarter of their game. I'll keep track of that one for you, fans that are interested in that one. That's a regional semifinal game going on at Texas A&M Kingsville. Bishop Badgers continue to warm up, and we'll hand it over to the public address announcer right after this.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Back here on our pregame show as we're in Seguin, Texas. Public address announcer will take things over here in just a moment. My wife Dahlia on the camera. At times it's pretty easy to know she's on that camera, my friends. Let's take it over to the PA announcer right now.
Tonight's first game of the regional semifinal game between the Badgers of Bishop High School and the Bulldogs of Marion High School. Tonight's game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the UIL. Please keep in mind this game is a good sportsmanship and conduct. We ask you to cheer for your team, but please do not, through your actions or words, ridicule players, coaches, or officials. Thank you for your cooperation. Would everyone please rise and remove their hats for the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem in the books, and away we go as we get ready for the introduction of these two teams here tonight in Seguin, Texas.
And now let's introduce the players. First, for the visiting Bishop Badgers. Number 5, sophomore Isaac Soroka. Number 22, sophomore Daniel Salinas. Number 23, freshman James Garcia. Number 32, sophomore Riley Paul. And now for the starters. For the Bishop High School Badgers with a district record of 12-2 with an overall record of 32-5. At guard, 5'9", junior number 1, Jaden Dale Larson. At guard, 6'2", sophomore number 2, Donnie Thomas. At guard, 6'1", freshman number 4, Christian Roberts. At guard, 5'8", junior number 12, Noah Beard. And at guard, 5'10", senior number 24, Ray David Garza. The Badgers are coached by Jacob Castro, assisted by Abigail Bravo, David Little.
That's the Bishop Badgers. Now let's take a look at the Marion Bulldogs, the home team, coming in with a record of 29-7.
Home team, the Marion Bulldogs. Let's introduce the players. Number 1, sophomore Michael Taylor. Number 2, junior Joseph Rodriguez. Number 4, junior Nora Castellanos. Number 5, sophomore Richard Reyes. Number 13, senior Justin Blount. Number 15, sophomore Walker Lindemann. Number 25, junior Dylan Sanchez. Number 33, sophomore Aiden Beatty. And now for your starting lineups for the Marion Bulldogs with a district record of 11-3, overall record of 29-7. And guard 6'2", seniors, number 0, Ryan Autry. And guard 5'2", senior, number 3, John Rivera. And guard 5'2", senior, number 11, Fernando Rivera. And forward 6'2", senior, number 12, Lane Pavetta. And at elbow 6'6", senior, number 23, Aiden Ryan.
And there's your participants in tonight's game. We'll be right back with the opening tip. Bishop and Marion on Rio Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
Back here, Rio Sports Live, and away we go as the Bishop Badgers will be the visitors on the screen. They'll be in the green uniforms with the gold trim. The Bulldogs of Marion will be in the white uniforms with the green trim. Marion going left to right. In the center circle stands Kadeem Blyden. He's listed at 6'6". Donnie Thomas listed at 6'2" for the Bishop Badgers, and away we go. Badgers control it in the front court. Lay it up left side, count it. Christian Ramos took the opening tip-off, and now pressure in the backcourt by the Bishop Badgers. Marion will clear it out. It's man-to-man pressure, so it's allowed to bring it up against John Pedron. Passes it ahead to Fernando Romero, gets it back to Pedron. Pedron guarded on top. Spin it over to Autry. Autry puts it on the floor. Finds a man on the baseline. A lot of contact there. No call. Banker in. Muscling his way inside. Kadeem Blyden with his first 2 points. Bishop back on the attack. From the corner, De La Garza takes it off the dribble. Spins it outside to Noah Poole. Poole takes it inside, lays it up. Missed it, but got fouled. The reaction, let's go back on the replay on our Josh Moody replay screen. Watch the contact here as they tried to draw a charge on Blyden after he catches this pass. No call, his first points of the game. Meanwhile, free throw opportunity coming up here. Noah Poole stands at the line. First shot is good. Poole listed at 5'8". He's a junior for this Bishop team. Misses on that one, left it short. Offensive rebound, though, by the Badgers. What a save. Get it back outside into the hands of Poole. Poole hands it off to De La Garza. De La Garza got a man in the air, gets it over to Poole. Poole hands it off. Here's a three on the way by Donnie Thomas. Won't go. Offensive rebound. There's De La Garza. Sits it outside for another three. That one's well off the mark. And the ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be touched last by one of the Bulldogs. So it'll be Bishop basketball out of bounds. Just underway here in the first quarter of play. Badgers on the dribble. Outside to De La Garza, got in the paint, spins it outside to Poole. Poole takes it in the paint, bounces it, he travels first. They're allowing that. They're allowing the Bishop Badgers to get inside the paint. About 12 feet away from the bucket there. Guards looking to distribute. What you got to do is adjust there and pull up for a quick jumper. Ball in the front court, nearly stolen. It goes out of bounds. Blyden would have caught that and had an easy trip to the rim, but Noah Poole was able to get a hand on it. Tip it out of bounds. Marion basketball. We're in the first quarter of play. Marion will throw it out. You can go get that in the back court. No violation there as Romero brings it front side. Fernando Romero on the dribble. Finds Powalik. Back outside it goes to Romero. Romero pulls on a three. That one won't go, and the ball bounces over the backboard, and that'll be Bishop basketball. If you're watching, wherever you may be, again, let us know where you're watching the game from. On the YouTube channel especially. I know there's other fans out there, and they travel, but we have a good reach out there on just how far away people are tuning in for our games. Thomas outside to Poole. Poole back to Thomas. Thomas puts it on the floor, guarded by Autry, takes him off the dribble, kicks it outside to Ramos. Top of the key, it goes to De La Garza. Back outside, it goes to Ramos. Ramos backs it away. Patient set each time down by Bishop thus far in this ball game. Thomas off the dribble, takes it, pulls up from 12, makes it. Donnie Thomas gives the Bishop Badgers a 5-2 lead here in the first quarter. Pressure off the made basket. Autry brings it up for the Bulldogs. Takes it inside, lets a layup go, no good. Quick rebound by Christian Ramos, and here come the Badgers of Bishop. Right side pass to De La Garza. Good ball fake, out it goes. On the dribble is Ramos, further outside to Thomas. Thomas now off the dribble against Powalik. Back outside it goes to Ramos. Ramos on the left side lays it up, that's blocked out of there. Offensive rebound though, Badgers get it back outside. Thomas resets it. Takes it in the paint. Kicks it outside to Ramos. Ramos finds De La Garza. De La Garza on the dribble. Back outside to Ramos. You got a zone. You got to move that ball against the zone. Find those active shots and then always find a way to penetrate inside that zone if you get a chance. Thomas pulls up for a fadeaway. Makes another. Donnie Thomas with his second made basket. He's got 4 points. The lead is 5 for the Bishop Badgers. Bulldogs of Marion with the ball. That one goes out of bounds. A turnover gives it back to Bishop. A lot of things going right now for the Bishop Badgers. They forced the turnover. Allows a substitution to check in the game for the Marion Bulldogs as Justin Clow will check in the game. 7-2 score. Bishop with the ball in the lead. The winner plays tomorrow afternoon for the regional title, a trip to San Antonio in the Final Four. Someone making it out of this between 4 very good teams. Isaac Kalunga now checks in the game. Here's a Thomas 3 that won't go. Rebound secured, then the outlet pass is thrown away. Blyden got the rebound, then went for the outlet pass, and nobody was there. De La Garza had checked out for just a moment. He replaces Noah Poole as he's back in the game. Kalunga stays in the game for the Bishop Badgers. Throw it way in the backcourt, and Thomas is able to retrieve that, bring it up. Thomas from the top of the key against Autry, takes him off the dribble. Fade away from 15, soft, rebound. There's De La Garza, Jaden De La Garza with an offensive rebound. Badgers with another chance, outside it goes, into the hands of Thomas again. Takes it off the dribble, look back out to De La Garza. De La Garza spins it outside, Kalunga tees up a 3, that's off the mark, no good. Rebound by the Marion Bulldogs, this time the outlet pass into the hands of Padron. Ball goes out of bounds as again the active defense by the Bishop Badgers out of the gate. Getting on those. Ball on the dribble is Padron. Padron looks left side. Marion now looking inside to Blyden. Goes to work inside a double team. That's going to be a foul on the floor. Thomas drew the assignment of fronting. Also back there was Jace Wilson. And Isaac Kalunga was also in there. Kalunga called for the foul. Marion, a 3 off the inbound. Bury that. 3-pointer by Autry off that made basket. A whistle stops play. Warning for touching the ball after it goes through the net. A shout out to Chris Thomason watching the game. Thanks for tuning in here. Use our highlights if you need to, sir. Kalunga has the ball. Handles it for Bishop. Nice spin move. Spins it outside to De La Garza. De La Garza gets it back. Here's a 3 by Thomas. It won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Marion. And that's all because of a good block out inside by Jaden De La Garza. Had a bigger man behind him, but blocked him out. Man reached around him, tipped the ball, but couldn't control it. Bishop's inbound the ball. They're having trouble. Throw it out top. Again, you can go in the backcourt with that pass as De La Garza secures it. Brings it up. 3 minutes and some change left here in the first quarter. De La Garza to Kalunga. Right side forced that one. It won't go. Another rebound by Blyden, and here come the Marion Bulldogs. Down by 2. On the dribble is Castellanos, who's now in the game. Hands it off to Padron. Back outside to Castellanos. Attacks. Padron catches. Finds Autry. 3. Made it. Reich Autry, a second 3. Marion takes a 1-point lead. Bishop with the ball. Kicking outside. 3 on the other side. Wilson makes it. Jace Wilson dials up a 3 ball. Whistle. Timeout on the floor. Take a look at the replay as we head to the break. This is Rio Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Sherry Lamb back here on Rio Sports Live. Couple minutes left here in the first quarter. Bishop had enjoyed a 5-point lead at one time. Marion battled back to take a 1-point lead. That was erased on one trip down the floor. And we resume play here in this first quarter of play. Marion with the ball. Autry stays outside. Hands it off to Castellanos. Here's a corner three for the Bulldogs. That's too long. De La Garza gets a rebound. Here comes Bishop. De La Garza, good ball handler out there. Shows it right there. Hands it off to Thomas. Thomas spins it over to Ramos. Ramos back to Thomas. Takes it on the dribble against Autry. Stumble. That's going to be a foul call. They'll call it on Autry. Now looks over the official as if, really, me? Now an offensive foul is going to be called against Bishop. Gives the ball back to Marion. They're watching from Santa Rosa. Give a shout out to Abel Navarro. Thanks for tuning in. Again, on our YouTube, give me a shout out where you're watching the game from. It's always neat to see just how far the reach is. Marion gets the ball on the baseline. Outside for a wide open three. That's made. Just a wide open three-pointer. Autry hits his third three-pointer here in the first quarter. Bishop down one with the ball. Last time they answered with a three. Thomas stays outside to Ramos. Ramos takes it in the paint. Little floater, won't go. Rebound by Blyden, his third rebound of the game. Now Marion trying to build on a 1-point lead. Thomas nearly steals that from Autry. Autry wants another three. Makes another. That's off the defender. The others were wide open. Here's De La Garza. 4-point game, Marion on top. De La Garza on a clear out against Autry. Finds Thomas cutting through the lane, lays it up. No good, may have been blocked, but a foul's going to be called. And they're looking at Kadeem Blyden. Let's go back to that three on our South Padre Island replay screen on the right side. Defense played by Donnie Thomas out there. Autry's already made a couple of threes, but watch this one here. Off the dribble, step back three, buries. Thanks, South Padre Island. Donnie Thomas at the free throw line. First one good. 3-point game. Ramos checks out of the game as Noah Poole re-enters. Watching from North Carolina, give a shout out in that direction. Thanks for tuning in. Donnie Thomas ready with another. Makes that. 2-point game. Marion on top. Pressure by the Badgers after they made free throws. Ball in the backcourt to Richard Reyes. This has always been man-to-man thus far. So they'll clear out and let Reyes bring it up. Reyes takes it to the right side. Forced the pass and it's taken away by Noah Poole. Bishop back on the offensive end. Poole brings it up. Guarded by Justin Clow. Gets it outside. Here's a corner three on the way by Wilson. He had made one earlier. De La Garza gets the rebound. Out to Thomas for three. Yes, sir! That's from offensive rebounding, setting up that extra shot. And Donnie Thomas now has 9 in the game. Back to a 1-point lead for Bishop. This lead's gone back and forth here in the first quarter. Reyes brings it up. Hit it ahead to Blyden. Blyden forced a pass. That's a travel. At 6'6", he put it on the floor. And right there to guard him was the 5'10" senior Ray De La Garza. We talk about that often. When you got your bigs, one of the most difficult things for them to do is put it on the floor against the smaller guards. Bishop turns it right back over on the inbound play. So it'll be Marion basketball out of bounds. Ramos checks out of the game for the Badgers. Marion with the ball. In the backcourt, good pressure defense by Kalunga. Ball in the front court, now to the free throw line, dish it off to a cutter. Back outside it goes. This is Padron. Under 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Padron guarded by Kalunga. Forced him to stop his dribble, forced it inside, and Thomas steals that. Thomas hesitates, now he attacks right side. Pulls back, 17-footer, missed it. Looking for contact there. Rebound taken down by Marion, and a foul in the backcourt will stop play with 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Non-shooting foul. That's the 5th team foul against the Bishop Badgers here in the first half. So 3 seconds for Marion to get the ball down court and get some kind of shot off to close out this quarter. Right now they trail by 1. Badgers stick with the full court man-to-man pressure. There's a baseball pass down court, and out of bounds it goes. And because it was touched right before it went out of bounds, that means it'll be Bishop ball, but now they'll have to go length of the court. If that ball would have went out of bounds, they'd have had it at the baseline. Here's Kalunga. Kalunga gets to the mid-court stripe. They won't get a shot away. 1 quarter in the books. Bishop leads this one by 1. Regional semifinal action for Seguin continues after this. Marion and Bishop on Rio Sports Live.
Recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
If you want to get in the game, come to Marion Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Marion Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have.
Back here in Rio Sports Live as we are ready to start the second quarter of play. It'll be the Marion Bulldogs with the ball, trailing by 1. Bulldogs bring it up in the paint. Nice drive. Layup good. All the way inside. John Padron gives the Bulldogs a lead. Now they get a near steal. They do steal it. Get the ball outside. Taken away again by the Badgers of Bishop. They'll wait. Hand it off. And here comes Ramos. Ramos finds a corner shot by De La Garza way off the mark. Rebound secured by Castellanos for Marion. Marion brings the ball up. This time they double team on Padron, and that's a borderline jump ball foul call. They're going to call a foul on the Bishop Badgers. Jace Wilson called for the foul, his first. 4 team fouls on the Bishop Badgers. 5 against the Marion Bulldogs. Marion basketball out of bounds. Just underway here in the second quarter. Marion with a 1-point lead. Outside to Blyden. Blyden finds Powalik out in the corner. There's an open 3. Make it. Fernando Romero left wide open, made him pay. Here's Donnie Thomas for Bishop. Nice dribble, gets it outside. Here's a 3 by Noah Poole. Made it. Right back at you as Noah Poole answers with a 3. In a 3-point game, 5 made by Marion, 3 made by Bishop. All out on top. Good defense that time by Noah Poole. Here's a man off the dribble, off the glass. That one won't go. Thomas with a nice block out, gets it for the Badgers of Bishop. Brings it up, he's fouled in the backcourt. Fernando Romero called on the reach. It's team foul number, got it at 6. Here comes Donnie Thomas. Pass a double team, gets it out for a deep 3 by Kalunga that won't go. Rebound by Autry. Autry was red hot, hit 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. Here's a layup, good, and a foul. Good recognition that Dom Castellanos got inside, made the basket, and gets to the free throw line. For Castellanos. That's his first points of the game. Autry, by the way, has made 4 3-pointers in this game for his 12 points. Castellanos trying to get 3 the old-fashioned way and does. Makes a free throw. That's an 8-3 run by Marion to start this second quarter to open up what right now is a 4-point lead. De La Garza has it for the Badgers. Brings it ahead, tried to throw it away. That's going to be out of bounds. He was looking for Jace Wilson in the corner. Ball slipped out of his hands. Give a shout out on our Facebook side to fans watching from Lubbock, Texas. Fans watching from Bishop as well on our YouTube channel. Marion ball with a 4-point lead. Badgers trying to trap, and they do get to Padron and take it away. Here's Thomas, and he gets fouled. I'm telling you right now, Donnie Thomas would have thrown that down with authority had he not been tripped up at that spot on the floor. Again, the scores table is way off from the mark. They've got, they're saying it's just 5 team fouls. That's been that way the last 3 fouls called. De La Garza has the ball off the dribble for the Badgers. Backs it away, finds Thomas, goes in the lane, spins it back outside. De La Garza 3, no good. Wilson had the rebound, then it went out of bounds off of Jace Wilson of Bishop. Watching from Buffalo, New York. Give a shout out in that direction. Thanks for tuning in here on Rio Sports Live. Marion basketball. Bring it across to Reyes. Reyes guarded out there by Daniel Salinas, who's now in the game. Handed off top of the key. Castellanos gets it over to Romero. You got to respect all of these shooters. They have been hitting shots here. There's a bank up and in. Fernando Romero off the dribble that time. The lead goes to 6 at 24-18. De La Garza brings it ahead for Bishop. Catches, gets it over to Ramos. Ramos in the paint, takes contact. That'll be a foul call. And let's see if they call that team foul number 5. Pass inside to Thomas, lays it up with the left hand and got it to go. Off the inbound play, Donnie Thomas now in double figures with 11 points. Here comes Richard Reyes. Reyes against Thomas, lost his dribble for a moment. Thomas nearly stole it. Ball in the hands of Romero. Romero against the defense of Salinas, takes him off the dribble into the paint, and whistle blows as he got into a double team. Cheering from Kingsville, give a shout out to Liza De La Garza, thanks for tuning in. Angleton, Texas, also checking in. Thanks for watching. Randy Smith here on Rio Sports. Badgers substitute Jaden De La Garza back in the game. Kristen Ramos will have a seat. Badgers inbound, or Bulldogs inbound the ball. This is Reyes. Spins it outside to Autry. Autry has shown he can get that shot off the dribble, and he's deadly when left open. Back behind the back with that dribble there, got in the paint and then takes contact. That'll be a foul call. That'll be the 7th team foul against the Bishop Badgers. So a free throw opportunity for Reich Autry for the Marion Badgers. Autry listed as a 6'2 senior. Misses, and it was a 1-and-1. Ball goes out of bounds, but they get it back to Autry for a 3 this time. He misses one. Rebound by the Badgers. Loose ball now. Picked up, and here comes Daniel Salinas. Salinas doesn't have the numbers. Waits on the secondary break. It's nearly stolen by Autry. Badgers control the ball. Wilson off the dribble. Contact there, that's a charge. Pretty easy call that time as Richard Reyes had established position in the paint. Fans tuning in from far Texas, thanks for tuning in. Delia Flores Guzman, also other fans tuning in. Let's see where they're from. Give us a shout if you're watching on our social media. Timeout on the floor between Bishop and Marion. It's a 4-point game. The Bulldogs on a 10-5 run here in the second lead. There's the Badgers. They're talking it over. We'll be back with more right after this. an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, you see the Marion fans over there on the far side. They have filled the place, so have the Bishop fans right below us here. On the visitors' side, coming up, London and Cole. Right now, Bishop and Marion. And a good one after the timeout. It's Marion basketball. Bulldogs scored 14 points in the first quarter, trailed by 1, but have scored 10 here to start this second. And there's another foul called on the Bishop Badgers. So another free throw opportunity coming up for the Marion Bulldogs. Romero will get to the free throw line. Fernando Romero has 5 points. Makes the first there. 5'10" senior. It's his first free throw of the game. Second one coming up. Made that too. 6-point game. Bishop ball. Jaden De La Garza gets it to Jace Wilson. Beats a man off the dribble and then traveled at the last second. He beat Blyden, and then 2 defenders came down to help out. Good defense on the help defense by the Marion Bulldogs to cause that turnover. Romero has the ball for the Marion Bulldogs. Ramos to guard him, brings him across. Under 4 to go here. Blyden in the paint. That's a charge. Wave that made shot off. For Kadeem Blyden. He'll commit his second foul of the game. Blyden's got 2. Autry's got 2. And John Padron has 2 fouls apiece for the Marion Bulldogs. This is Autry trying to contain Donnie Thomas. Here's Ramos off the dribble. Back to Thomas. 3. Answer. No. Rebound. Thomas tips it, but right in the hands of Fernando Romero. Romero doesn't like the numbers. Spins back away. Lost his dribble. Overplay on defense. Ball in the hands of Castellanos. Lost it going into the paint. Official didn't have a good angle to spot that, but he got some help from his partner. They give that ball to Marion. Lob it inside. A catch by the Bulldogs on a steal. This is Ramos in the paint. Missed it. Rebound. And Blyden rips that out of the air. Brings it front side. Blyden. Big physical rebound. That trip down. There's a travel. You go back to the other side. They were trying for a lob, going way over the top against Blyden. Couldn't handle the pass. He took some contact down low. A lot of times when you have that much of a height advantage, just as you're going up, if that bump occurs, it just takes all your momentum away going up. He landed awkwardly, but raced back to get that rebound. Good hustle that time by Kadeem Blyden. Here's Thomas. Thomas on the dribble for the Badgers. Outside to De La Garza. Pulls up from 15. Made it. Ray De La Garza brings the Badgers back to within 4 at 26-22. Thomas guarding Castellanos. Castellanos has it, takes a bump, passes it off right side. Now in the game, Lane Powalik. Powalik lost his dribble, needs some help. He's in a double team. Ball in the backcourt, that's going to be tipped. They'll allow Marion to get back to it. Castellanos will bring it up. Castellanos, bounce pass. That one's tipped. Loose ball. Badgers dive to the floor, then a whistle blows. They may call a foul on Powalik of the Marion Bulldogs. Oh, no, they call that on Bishop's Jaden De La Garza. Going for that loose ball. So that'll be the 10th foul on the Badgers, and 2 shots coming up for Lane Powalik. Powalik listed at 6'2", he's a senior. He'll get another after missing the first. Hasn't scored a point yet. Does there. 5-point game. Bishop basketball. Poole brings it up. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to call a foul though. And so free throw opportunities now for the Bishop Badgers. Called that one on Lane Powalik. It's a 1-and-1. Doesn't go. Another rebound by Blyden. Marion ball, there's another foul. More free throws coming up. As this time, Jace Wilson called for his 3rd foul of the game. Third foul of the first half against Jace Wilson. Mike Autry will get to the free throw line. Autry was shaken up a bit on that contact. He's got 12 points, all of them coming from beyond the arc. He's hit 4 3-pointers here in this first half. Makes the first free throw. As a team, the Marion Bulldogs are 5 of 6 at the line for 83%. Lead at 6, represents the biggest lead of the game. Not the first time that Marion's enjoyed that margin of a lead, as Autry is ready for another. Makes that 2. Substitution allowed after the made free throw. Fernando Romero back in the game. Autry has a seat on the bench for Marion. Bishop with the ball. They've been held to just 7 points here in the second quarter. Badgers off the dribble. Get it outside to De La Garza. De La Garza and then travels. It was almost a travel by Jaden De La Garza, but it certainly was a travel by Ray De La Garza to give the ball to Marion. Players didn't hear the whistle in the paint, so they were still battling for that rebound. Marion ball. Thomas gambled there on the steal. De La Garza nearly gets the steal. Castellanos hands it off to Clough. Clough further outside to Romero. Romero guarded by Thomas. Handles it with the left hand, wants a clear out to work against Donnie Thomas's defense. Pins it inside, nice delivery. Layup miss, rebound De La Garza, and here come the Badgers. Outside to Thomas. Thomas pulls up for a long 3. Off the mark, no good. Castellanos with the rebound, here come the Bulldogs. Down the sideline, that ball's out of bounds as defensively Joseph Garza got back for the Bishop Badgers. Good crowd on hand right below us. I'm telling you, Bishop is here from side to side on this visitor's side on the bleachers. London's coming, and so is Cole once this one's done. 7-point lead, though, for Marion. Biggest lead of the game. Powalik lost his dribble. Gets a backdoor cut to Romero. Got in the paint, missed a shot, though. Rebound, Donnie Thomas. Lets the traffic clear. Outlet pass to Poole. Poole brings it up. That pass is deflected. Powalik got in the passing lane, got a hand on that for the Marion Bulldogs. 7-point game. Badgers get it outside to Poole. Poole, waiting to guard him is Fernando Romero. Poole finds Thomas. Thomas turns up, squares up against Powalik, puts it on the floor. Lost his dribble. Finds Ramos. Ramos beats his man. Layup, good. Ramos showed no fear going inside as Kadeem Blyden was there to try to help out. 5-point game. Romero has the ball. We're under a minute to go here in this first half. There's a travel. Bishop will get it back. Badgers have been outscored here 15-9 in this second quarter. But we'll have the ball. Not sure if you go for one shot here to close it out or if you just try to go with a natural offense. Take what's given. If you score early, fine. Outside to Ramos. Ramos again off the dribble. This time he'll take the foul. They're looking at Powalik again, which will be his second. And Christian Ramos will get to the free throw line for the Badgers of Bishop. Misses on the front end of a 1-and-1. Marion ball. Now see if the Bulldogs elect to go for a final shot here to close out this half. Romero nearly lost his dribble. Did. Gets it over to Blyden. Blyden back outside to Romero. That ball's tipped. Donnie Thomas beats him down court. Elevates, lays it up, made it and got fouled too. It was an ever so slight bump by Powalik. Let's watch it on the replay. Josh Moody Loans watching the defense of the Bishop Badgers. And then watch this bump ever so slightly coming up by Powalik right there. Just a right hand to the backside. Thomas was able to make the basket, misses the free throw though. And that's it to close out the half. 3-point game between Bishop and Marion as we head to the halftime break. We'll take a break. When I come back, I'll run down some stats for you, and I'll also have the first half highlights. We're coming to you from Seguin tonight on a Friday night. This is Rio Sports Live.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, we're at halftime between Marion and Bishop. Coming up later is London and Cole. Score 29-26 at the halftime break. Your leading scorers, a couple players in double figures, one for each team. Reich Autry leads away with 14 points, leading all scorers for Marion. His teammate Fernando Romero was 7. Tom Castellanos had 3. Kadeem Blyden with a couple. John Padron 2. Lane Powalik had 1. Meanwhile, the Bishop Badgers, Donnie Thomas leads away with 11 points. 4 each for Christian Ramos and Noah Poole, 3 for Jace Wilson, 2 for Ray De La Garza. Closes out your first half scoring. 29-26. Here's the highlights from the first half on Rio Sports Live. He's listed at 6'6". Donnie Thomas listed at 6'2" for the Bishop Badgers, and away we go. Badgers control it in the front court. Lay it up left side, count it. Padron guarded on top. Spin it over to Reich Autry. Autry puts it on the floor. Finds a man on the baseline. A lot of contact there. No call. Banker in. To Ramos. Ramos backs it away. Patient set each time down by Bishop thus far in this ball game. Thomas off the dribble. Takes it. Pulls up from 12. Makes it. Thomas now off the dribble against Powalik. Back outside it goes to Ramos. Ramos on the left side lays it up. That's blocked out of there. Offensive rebound though. Badgers. You got a zone. You got to move that ball against the zone. Find those active shots and then always find a way to penetrate inside that zone if you get a chance. Thomas pulls up for a fadeaway. Makes another. Diamond of fronting. Also back there was Jace Wilson. And Isaac Kalunga was also in there. Kalunga called for the foul. Marion, a 3 off the inbound. Bury that. Bulldogs down by 2. On the dribble is Castellanos, who's now in the game. Hands it off to Padron. Back outside to Castellanos. Attacks, Padron catches, finds Autry, three, made it. Attacks, Padron catches, finds Autry, three, made it. Reich Autry, a second three. Marion takes a 1-point lead. Bishop with the ball. Kicking outside, three on the other side. Wilson makes it. Santa Rosa, give a shout out to Abel Navarro. Thanks for tuning in. Again, on our YouTube, give me a shout out where you're watching the game from. It's always neat to see just how far the reach is. Marion gets the ball on the baseline. Outside for a wide open three. That's made. Won't go. Rebound by Blyden, his third rebound of the game. Now Marion trying to build on the 1-point lead. Thomas nearly steals that from Autry. Autry wants another three, makes another. Poole brings it up, guarded by Justin Clow, gets it outside. Here's a corner three on the way by Wilson. He had made one earlier. De La Garza gets the rebound, out to Thomas for three. Yes, sir, by one. Bulldogs bring it up in the paint. Nice drive, layup good. Bulldogs, Marion basketball out of bounds. Just underway here in the second quarter. Marion with a 1-point lead. Outside to Blyden. Blyden finds Powalik. Out in the corner. There's an open three. Make it. Open, made him pay. Here's Donnie Thomas for Bishop. Nice dribble. Gets it outside. Here's a three by Noah Poole. Made it. Double team. Gets it out for a deep three by Kalunga that won't go. Rebound by Autry. Autry was red hot, hit three three-pointers in that first quarter. Here's a layup, good, and a foul. Good hustle that time by Kadeem Blyden. Here's Thomas. Thomas on the dribble for the Badgers. Outside to De La Garza, pulls up from 15. Made it. Waiting to guard him is Fernando Romero. Poole finds Thomas. Thomas turns up, squares up against Powalik, puts it on the floor. Lost his dribble. Finds Ramos. Ramos beats his man. Layup, good. To close out this half. Romero nearly lost his dribble, did. Gets it over to Blyden. Blyden back outside to Romero. That ball's tipped. Donnie Thomas beats him down court. Elevates, lays it up, made it, and got fouled too. He's listed it. And that's our halftime highlights here on Rio Sports Live, coming to you from Seguin, Texas, where the Marion Bulldogs and the Bishop Badgers, 3 points separate the teams. Marion, the first team to return from the halftime locker room, make their way out on the floor. We'll be awaiting the arrival of the Bishop Badgers, and then we'll tee it up on the second half of this first semifinal game of the night here in Seguin. Coming up, London and Cole. This is Bishop and Marion. We'll be back with more on our halftime show on Rio Sports Live.
You're watching Rio Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Marion Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Marion Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staples Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staples Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staples Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staples Street Meat Market.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are watching the Marion Bulldogs taking their warm-ups to get ready for the second half. Again, Marion led by Reich Autry, who had 4 3-pointers in that first quarter. Scored a couple of free throws in the second quarter, ended up with 14 first half points to lead all scorers. Marion was dialing it up beyond the arc early and often to start this game. Seemed to cool down just a bit in that second quarter. Made 4 of 5 beyond the arc in that first quarter. And when I say cooled down in the second, they were limited to just 1 attempt. Made that one as well. Shooting a good clip behind the arc are the Marion Bulldogs. Bishop Badgers doing enough from beyond the arc to stay in there. Made a couple in the first quarter, made another in the second. Again, good balance scoring. The turnovers have been an issue for the Bishop Badgers. Enough turnovers to at least look up at the scoreboard and say, hey, where are the 3 points going to come from? Easily there. Limit it down a couple turnovers and you're right there in this one. Either way, 3-point game, it's a good one. We'll be back with the second half, as Bishop will have the ball to start the second half after this on Rio Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Here we go, back here on Rio Sports Live, and we are set to start the third quarter of play here between the Bishop Badgers and the Marion Bulldogs. I talked about on the flip side of the commercial break there, Bishop Badgers will have the ball to start the second half. They arrived under a minute left here before the second half buzzer. So that's literally coming out of the locker room, running to the bench, and then sending the starters to engage play here in the second half. De La Garza will trigger the inbound play. They'll stack it up just to ensure they get the ball in against the Marion Bulldogs, and away we go. Poole has the ball, hands it off to Thomas. Thomas again the leading scorer with 11 points in that first half. Ramos with the ball, off the dribble, pulls up, shoots it, travel first. One note, Jace Wilson not on the floor right now for the Bishop Badgers. He picked up 3 fouls in the first half. We'll see how long he has a seat on the bench. He is a player that plays quality minutes for this Bishop team. Marion operating the ball out on top. On the dribble is Autry, pulls up for a 3 off the dribble, left that short. Rebound as Thomas secures it for the Badgers. Thomas brings it up, takes it with a big drive, and a foul's going to be called on Marion. They're looking at Fernando Romero. He's like, I want to travel on that. 4 of the 5 players on the floor right now for the Marion Bulldogs with 2 fouls apiece. Wilson checks into the game for Bishop. Again, he's got 3 fouls. Now there's a whistle on the inbound play, and another foul is going to be called. They're going to get John Patron. That'll be his 3rd foul. De La Garza gets it outside for the Badgers. Here's a corner 3 by Wilson, and he makes it. We are tied at 29 apiece as Jace Wilson scores his 6th point. Backcourt pressure this time. Padron brings it up. Kalonga right out on top to guard him. Bounce pass right side, and they're contesting these shooters right now. Pawalik off the dribble, has it poked away and stolen. Here come the Badgers as Ray De La Garza has the ball. Brings it up. Pawalik chases him on the defensive end. Outside to Thomas. Jab step. He's got range right there. Takes it off the dribble. Takes a bump. Lets a shot go. Makes it. 5-0 run by Bishop to start this second half as Thomas drops in his 13th point. Padron brings it up. Kalunga shades him with a defense and is going to be called for a foul. And that for Isaac Kalunga will be his third foul of the game. Non-shooting foul. Ball out of bounds for the Bulldogs, and there's a shot up and in and a foul called as well. Blyden to the free throw line after making the bucket. Kadeem Blyden with 4 points in the game, and I've got him for 5 rebounds. That's probably shy of his actual number. Steps here to the free throw line. First time on the game that he's been at the line. The 6'6" senior. First one, rolls in. Nice soft touch. Completes a three-point play. Marion up by 1. Thomas over to Poole. Poole to De La Garza to Wilson. Makes a man miss. Gets it outside. 3. Thomas well short. Rebound comes out long to John Padron. Stolen by Thomas. Thomas resets it. There's a pass intercepted. Here comes Pawalik. He's triple teamed. Thomas takes it away. Hands it off to De La Garza. De La Garza being chased. Waits, gets it back outside to Wilson. Wilson, overhead pass to Poole. Poole gets in the paint. Travels. Came through the lane looking to dish off a pass. Nobody was there. Instead of dribbling on through there, he stopped. Momentum drug his pivot foot. Pass in the hands of Blyden. Back outside. Now they go inside with a good pass to Castellano. He'll make it. Dom Castellanos with a bucket. Here's a 3. Misses by Ramos. Offensive board, that one won't go. Wilson tips it again. Thomas gets it. Thomas back outside to De La Garza for 3. No. Rebound, Wilson gets the board. Nice strong board, misses a shot though. Rebound by the Marion Bulldogs as Fernando Romero finally gets the ball. Boy, Bishop had a lot of opportunities that trip down thanks to that board work on the offensive end. Nothing to show for it. Got to play some defense now if you're the Bulldogs. Marion, check that, the Badgers. Bulldogs with the ball, up by 3. Padron off the dribble, takes it right side, tough shot, won't go. Rebound, Donnie Thomas has it. Badgers control. Spin it ahead to De La Garza. De La Garza whips a pass inside, shot blocked out of there. Blyden sends another one out. Steal by De La Garza. Good hands back there by Ramos and also De La Garza. Jaden. This is Ray De La Garza. Nice spin move. Pulls up, shot it. That was partially blocked. Good defensive recovery by Dom Castellanos. Castellanos brings it up. Hands it off in the backcourt to Romero for the Bulldogs of Marion. Gets in the paint, takes a bump. That's going to be a foul call. Looking at Donnie Thomas. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third team foul against the Badgers. And a timeout on the floor. It was a 3-point game at the halftime break. It's still 3 points. Marion with that lead. Right back after this.
Leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Back here, Rio Sports Live. Coming up later, London and Cole. We're in Seguin, Texas on a Friday night. This is Bishop and Marion. Big crowd on hand. Give me a shout out there, if you will, where you're watching this game from. Marion ball after the timeout. There's near travel it is. Dom Castellanos knew he was going into a double team. He was kind of expecting contact as he went into that. But no one stopped his momentum. He just took that extra step. Bishop outside to Thomas. Thomas off the dribble. Beats a man, lays it up. And a foul's going to be called. They're looking at Blyden. Marion fans won't like that one much. That'll be his third foul of the game. Thomas at the free throw line. Two of the players on the floor right now for the Marion Bulldogs with 3 fouls apiece in Blyden and Padron. The other 3 players on the court, Powalik, Romero, and Autry with 2 apiece. So if you're Bishop and you can isolate some guys, you can start taking them off the dribble. They're going to have to back away for fear of getting into foul trouble. Like I said last night in our broadcast over at UTRGV, you're not in foul trouble, but it's on the horizon. It's a big step into a double team. Good muscle by Castellanos, but he throws it away. He showed tremendous strength getting away from the trap double team, what would have been a jump ball, which would have given the ball to his team. But then he just threw that ball out of bounds. They're watching from Bishop. They're watching from Three Rivers. Thanks for tuning in here on Rio Sports Live. Chase Wilson has the ball for the Badgers. This is Ramos. Back to Thomas. Thomas takes it against Blyden. Backs it back outside to Ramos. Ramos on the dribble. Guarded out there by Castellanos. Beats him off the drive. Gets it inside. That's tipped and stolen by the Marion Bulldogs. Marion in the backcourt. That's tipped. Loose ball. Rolls into the hand of Castellanos. He's quickly double teamed. Takes it in the paint. Near steal. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be off of Marion. Right now, Marion, the Bulldogs are frustrated. The game has gone to a physical level, which Marion is more than willing to play. I think they're taken back a little bit by the ability of the Bishop Bulldog or Badgers to say, hey, we'll go physical with you. It's not all finesse. Here's Thomas. That's a block shot. Blyden sends it out. Back outside. Blyden gets in the air. They'll go baseline. Got another man in the air, and Blyden steals it. Good defense that time. Autry in the paint. Well short. Rebound by Jace Wilson. Here come the Badgers. See if they want to push the issue. Wilson to the right-hand side. Pass through traffic. Ball back outside into the hands of the Marion Bulldogs. Autry finds a corner shooter. This is a Rayos 3 that won't go. Thomas gets a rebound for the Bishop Badgers. We're in Seguin tonight for the regional semifinals. Bishop taking on Marion. Bishop basketball outside. Down by 1. Pass it to Wilson. Outside to De La Garza. Spins it over on the right wing on the drive. Kick it back outside. Wilson to Thomas for 3. Yes, sir. Badgers back on top as Donnie Thomas connects for his 20th. Marion ball. Badgers have outscored the Bulldogs 12-5 here in this third quarter. Bulldogs with the ball. Blyden catches out high. Gets it to Castellanos. Castellanos got in the paint. Finds Blyden again. Shows some range with that shot and makes it. Ties us up at 36 as Kadeem Blyden now has 7. Thomas says, how about some range here? There it is. I got your range and some, says Donnie Thomas before the timeout. Let's take a look at this on our Josh Moody replay screen. First, good range by the big man. That's 6'6". Donnie Thomas at 6'2", says NBA, no problem. Back after this.
Cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, you see the faithful over there on the Marion side. Bulldogs led in this game by 3 points at the halftime break. They've been outscored by the Bishop Badgers here in this third quarter, 12-7. Donnie Thomas now in the game. Make it 15-7. Thomas has 23 points here in this game. My wife Dahlia on the camera doing a great job as always. Minute 5 to go here in the third quarter. Marion ball, they'll get it in. No pressure in the back court for once Padron can bring it up. Thomas waits to guard him there. Finds Powalik. Powalik puts it on the floor. Autry with a catch, goes inside. Layup good by Blyden. Everybody kind of forgot about Kadeem Blyden. Here's Thomas on the other side. That's a foul call. And that's going to be the fourth foul on John Padron of the Marion Bulldogs. And like I was talking about, foul trouble, it's not there, but it's on the horizon. Padron just picks up his fourth. Blyden's got 3. Substitution will check in the game as Dom Castellanos will enter the game. Non-shooting foul, so Badgers get the ball to De La Garza. Lost it, dove to the ground. Jump ball coming up. Possession arrow favors Marion. Rio Sports Live here in the house. Hey, you watching on our Facebook side? I see I got about 100+ people watching on Facebook right now. Follow our page. We're just shy of 60,000 followers on our Facebook. I'd love to reach that this week. So if you're watching on Facebook, please like and follow our page. See if we can get to 60,000 followers. Blyden has the ball for Marion. Whistle away from the ball. We're going to call a foul on Bishop. Jaden De La Garza whistle for the foul off the ball. In a 1-point game with 25 seconds to go here in the third. Marion to inbound the ball. Powalik catches. Takes a bump, lost his dribble. Kicks it back further outside. On the dribble is Romero, got in the paint, made it, tough shot. Bulldogs back on top. Badgers with the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Will be touched last by Marion. So Bishop will get a quality look here. You're also looking, Bishop will get the ball to start the fourth quarter as it stands right now. De La Garza, good head and shoulder fake, takes it baseline, contact there, that's a charge. Ray De La Garza commits a foul. And so for all the Bishop Badgers did right in that third quarter, they're going to still be trailing. Good behind the back dribble there. Autry for 3 at the buzzer. Nearly banked that in. 3 quarters gone by. 1 point separates the team. That team, Marion, leads. Bishop will have the ball as we start the fourth. This is Rio Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and here we go to start the fourth quarter between Marion and Bishop. Somebody's going to the regional finals tomorrow afternoon against the winner of London and Cole, which plays later on. Thomas has that ball poked away by Castellanos, and Castellanos takes it away. Castellanos now for the layup. Got fouled. Boy, that's good defense by Dom Castellanos. Isolated one-on-one. Ball out of bounds. Marion has it. Castellanos in the paint. Finds Blyden. Lets it go. Missed that one. Bishop gets a rebound as Ramos secured the board. Get it ahead to De La Garza. To Wilson. Back outside to Ramos for a Donnie Thomas three. That one won't go. Rebound. Back outside to Thomas. Takes it in the paint. Hangs from 14. Made it. Bishop on top by one. As Thomas has now scored 25. Marion back with the ball. Coming up on a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs led by 3 at the halftime break. Pass it on the baseline. Pawalik makes a move and Thomas sends it out. Blyden gets a rebound. Ball now on the baseline. That one's blocked again by Thomas. Secured. It goes out of bounds. Touch last by Marion. Bishop ball. Badgers see some pressure now in the backcourt. De La Garza dribbles past that, and the foul's going to be committed by Fernando Romero, and that'll be his third foul. Romero with 3. Pawalik managed to hang in there here in the second half, getting through the third quarter, sticking with 2. Autry still has 2. Blyden has 3 fouls. Non-shooting foul, that's the 5th team foul against the Marion Bulldogs. Bishop ball, up 1. Poole has the ball. To De La Garza, got a screen from Wilson. Hands it off to Ramos. Ramos has got range out there, didn't shoot that as he draws Blyden out of the paint. Now takes him off the dribble. Shot it, missed it. Blyden, good defense there. Here comes Marion back with the ball. Racing to the right side, looking inside for Blyden, but it's stolen. Taken away by Noah Poole. Gets it ahead to Ramos. Ramos attacks again, and Blyden sends it out again. Let's watch on the replay. They're going to count this. Say that's goaltending. The officials heading to the sidelines. They award the Bishop Badgers 2 points. Again, let's watch it on the replay screen. They'll call that a goaltend. We'll be right back.
Visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the Bishop Badgers and the Marion Bulldogs in a good one. It's a 3-point game. Marion Bulldogs talking things over. I had a fan comment earlier. The announcer should be on ESPN. Well, guess what? I was last night. I was on ESPN helping UTRGV in their game against Lamar. But thanks for the compliment. I do appreciate it. I try hard. My wife Dahlia at the camera tonight. Appreciate you fans as we created Rio Sports Live to highlight the athletes in the South Texas area. Marion basketball, 3-point game. Romero has the ball, guarded by Noah Poole. Forces him to the baseline, lost his dribble. Looking inside, Blyden was there, they missed him. They'll get it to Pawalik instead. Pawalik lost his dribble. Muscled it out, throws it away. De La Garza steals it. De La Garza has Thomas with him. Right side, layup, good. That's a terrific job. If that defender doesn't commit outright to stopping the ball, you keep going. Make the layup. Now a whistle. No whistle. We'll stay on it. It's just loud in here. Castellanos has it for Marion. Gets it inside to Blyden. That's stolen. Here comes Thomas. Blyden's with him. Thomas elevates, lays it up and in. Badgers go up by 7. Timeout on the floor. It's a 6-0 run. Make it an 8-0 run by the Bishop Badgers to start this fourth quarter, and they have opened up their biggest lead of the game. Timeout. Back after this.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, you see the Bishop Badgers over on the sideline. Fans, what we do is free of charge. We don't charge schools to broadcast our games ever. I will not attach pay-per-view to any of our broadcasts, despite the fact that I know what happens at the next level. You get past this regional tournament, someone's going to attach a pay-per-view. And many have said I could have made a lot more on what I did with pay-per-view. I just set it up from day one, and I'm going to stick to it. No pay-per-view, no charge of schools to broadcast our games. Everything we do is a result of advertising revenue that we bring in. So when you see us taking these commercial breaks, it's a reason that we're able to do what we do. And it's a reason why I'll continue to do what I do. I will not charge. Marion ball, down by 7. See how the Bulldogs respond here. Here's Blyden off the dribble. Gets it outside to Autry. 3, no good. Rebound Bishop as Donnie Thomas secures the board. Autry hit some big-time threes to start this ball game. Since then, he's been really, really quiet. Made 4 3-pointers in the first quarter. 2 free throws since then as Bishop has been out to contest every shot. We're in the fourth quarter. Wilson has the ball. Outside to Thomas. Thought about that 3. Backs it away. He's got range there, too, if you want to see it. Clough off the defense. Thomas pulls up, shoots it, missed it, got his own board. Puts it up again, and count that. Thomas said 6'6", I can handle that. Got the rebound, put it right up over the big man. Ball tipped in the backcourt, and De La Garza is going to be called for a foul. 9-point lead. The winner plays tomorrow afternoon right back here in Seguin against the winner of the next game, which also should be something else. London and Cole. Rayos at the free throw line. This is a 1-and-1. Count the first. Now Marion is a team solid at the free throw line, 8 of 9. That's 89%. Still plenty of time. You don't look at clock management too much as he misses that one. But if you're Bishop and you can take 15, 20, 25 seconds off the clock before a shot, not a bad idea. They'll throw it away there. Was it tipped? No, they'll say it's a turnover against the Bishop Badgers. So not much time elapses, and Marion gets the ball right back in their hands. The Bulldogs can get back in this one in the blink of an eye, my friends. They've got shooters out there that can hit. Rayos stays out wide. Defended by Poole. Pounces it inside. Back outside. Here's a 3. And count it. I wasn't kidding. They've got shooters that can connect. Rayos with a good inside and then waited for the pass back outside. That's the best look normally for a shooter. Receiving it from inside their paint. There's a charge. So a turnover and now a charge. Marion, after making a free throw and a 3, on a 4-0 run since the last break. And now we'll have the ball. Timeout call by the Bishop Badgers. They'll talk it over. Again, it's not panic time on either side. Even though they were down 9, Marion Bulldogs knew they had shooters, knew they had time, got some help with a turnover and then a charge, but they'll have the ball. Bishop talking it over. Marion right now on the comeback trail back after this from Seguin on Rio Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
If you want to get in the game, come to Marion Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Marion Sports and more, where kids get cool.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, 3 minutes, let's call it 40 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Bishop Bulldogs on a 10-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Look up now. And their lead has been trimmed to 5. That's a 2-possession game. If you start counting those, it's too early to do that. Marion basketball, nearly stolen again. Here's Castellanos, pulls up from 12, no good. Blyden with the rebound, put it in. Kadeem Blyden working those offensive boards. Bishop, their lead is down to 3 off the dribble. That's in the paint. Blocked by Blyden. Outlet pass to Clough, and here come the Bulldogs. 3-point game. Padron gets it inside. That one's blocked by Thomas. Padron had the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's off of Blyden. What defense played that time by Donnie Thomas in the paint. It's Bishop ball. That's a big swing right there. Bishop ball. They got to inbound it first. They'll get it in. Thomas has it. Lost his dribble. Gets it to De La Garza. Nearly stolen. As you can see, the Marion Bulldogs have turned up the heat a couple of notches here on this backcourt pressure. Earlier in the game on a couple of inbound plays, Bishop had trouble getting the ball, but that was at the half-court set. This is on the full court. Thomas hands it off to Wilson. Now they get it to Poole. They'll break the press to De La Garza. De La Garza guarded by Castellanos, who knocks the ball out of bounds. Nothing easy right now. Everything contested by the Marion Bulldogs. You're looking at the foul situation. Bulldogs have committed 5, so they can commit another foul going for this pressure, going for a steal, and no harm as long as it's not during a shot. That's what you teach players. You got that foul. It's called a foul to give. In this case, at the high school level, when you get to that 7th foul, it's shooting. But with 5, you can play real tough defense, gamble a couple of times, might get a steal. Worst case, it's a foul, ball out of bounds, and then you have to play careful before you send someone to the free throw line. Time ticking. Bishop up by 3. They'll work it with the guards outside. Kalunga now checked in the game. He dribbles away from pressure as Padron tried to D him up. Kalunga takes him off the dribble and gets fouled and gets to the free throw line. I was talking about earlier, if Bishop, they don't have to go into a delay mode, but well, this was when they were up 9. If they could have taken 15 to 20 seconds off each trip down the court, they would have got it down to this 2-minute mark a lot quicker. That time down, they had the guards running the show. Again, Marion, it's not panic, but when you start looking up and that clock's ticking away and you're not leading, pressure starts to build. Free throw number 1, good. Isaac Kalunga. Now you can count possessions. It's a 2-possession game with that made free throw. Isaac Kalumba ready for another. Kalunga, that's his first point scored. Doubles that with that made free throw. Bishop on top by 5. Marion will inbound the ball. Here we go. Again, you don't have to shoot a 3 if you're Marion. You just got to make a basket this trip down. Stay within striking distance. Keep it a 1-possession game if you can make this basket. Off the dribble is Romero. Ends it off inside to Blyden, and he'll get fouled. Now, Bishop is in the position where a foul will send someone to the free throw line. That's their 9th team foul. And so Kadeem Blyden will step to the line for a 1-and-1. He's made his only free throw attempt thus far in the game. Misses the 1-and-1. Long rebound. Got his own board. Put it up. No good. Look at the rebound there by De La Garza for Bishop. Now the Badgers can force someone to foul somebody. You don't want to get into the double teams. You want to handle the ball. Make somebody foul you here. You got enough ball handlers out there, and De La Garza does just that. Romero just commits his 4th foul. 5-point game. And as Ray De La Garza steps to the free throw line, he, for the Bishop Badgers, can extend this. Again, your possession counting now. From a 2 to a 3-possession game, he's got to make them both. It's a 1-and-1. Got to make the first even to get a second. Doesn't. Marion ball. It's a dangerous pass. They're going to call a foul. Jaden De La Garza is going to be called for the foul as he came up underneath Richard Reyes. And that'll be the 10th team foul on Bishop. Minute 38 to go. 5-point game. Richard Reyes at the line, 1 of 2 in the game. He scored 4 points, misses the first. Again, it's a 2-shot foul. Substitution will check in. There's Justin Clough back in the game for Marion. Kristen Ramos checks back in, and Isaac Kalunga checking back in for Bishop. It's Kalunga, De La Garza, Thomas, Wilson in the game. Second free throw good by Reyes. Makes it a 4-point game. Bishop ball. Here comes Kalunga. Kalunga. Guarded by Autry. Takes it to the sideline. Lobs it outside near a travel. De La Garza. If you're also looking at the possession arrow, it favors Marion. Who gets a steal? Here come the Bulldogs. Autry. Autry to the left side. Spins baseline. Made it. Got fouled. What a tough shot by Reich Autry. Let's take a look on our South Pottery Island replay screen. On the right side of your screen, it started with defense first. And then watch Autry, borderline out of control, but a good finish for the bucket. And now for the and one to try to make this a 1-point game. Autry, 16 points in the game, make it 17 as he makes that. 1-point game. Timeout called. Bishop leads. It's their ball. When we return, we are by far from finish on this one on Rio Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, a lot of noise being made in Seguin, Texas here on a Friday night. This regional semifinal game. Marion fans up chanting. They were down 9 points not so long ago. Their team has trimmed it down to a 1-point game. Bishop will have the ball. Possession arrow favors Marion, and again, Bishop hasn't been exactly perfect in getting the ball in against this pressure. There's a dangerous pass, and a foul's going to be called on Justin Clough. And that went from as close as you get to a turnover to Bishop will stroll to the free throw line and shoot a 1-and-1 as Ray De La Garza takes a long walk. De La Garza, 4 points in the game. He missed a 1-and-1 front side earlier. He's here shooting a 1-and-1, his team up 1 with 1:17 left in this contest. Got to make the first to get the second. You can hear the noise. Makes the first. All right, make or miss, it's still a one-possession game. But the make extends it to 3 on the lead. De La Garza ready. Made them both. Bishop up 3. Marion ball. Here comes Reyes. Reyes stays outside on the dribble. Finds Blyden. Blyden goes to work. Thomas blocks it out of there. Donnie Thomas secures the board as well. Under a minute to go. Thomas in the backcourt brings it up. They try to steal it. A foul's going to be called on Reich Autry. And Donnie Thomas is going to head to the free throw line. Third foul of the game on Autry. Let's go back and watch on our Josh Moody replay screen. Talk about a big block shot. Donnie Thomas will get the job done here. Misses a free throw on the other end. Marion ball, 3-point game. Not a contact there. Autry nearly has it stolen. Spins it over to Castellanos for 3 in the tie. Got it! 3-point game. Bishop back with the ball. Outside they go. 30 seconds left. Ball tipped out of bounds. That's off of Marion. Now if you're Bishop, they've had problems getting the ball in. Sometimes in the first half they had to throw it all the way in the back court just to get the ball in against this Marion defense. Right now the official's going to try to separate Dom Castellanos from Noah Poole. Here we go. Jace Wilson will be the trigger man to throw it in. Gets it into Thomas. Nearly stolen, out of bounds and off. Turnover occurs. Reich Autry gets the steal, threw it off of Donnie Thomas, and Marion will have the ball. We're all tied up in the fourth quarter here in Seguin. We'll keep it right here on Rio Sports Live. I said it earlier, said it again. Marion, you got it in your back pocket that you have shown the ability to make it difficult to get the ball in bounds at the half-court set on the offensive end for the Bishop Badgers. They had thrown it over the top a couple of times to get it into the back court, and that worked. That time they tried to force a pass to Donnie Thomas, and Reich Autry overplay. Got his hands on it, threw it off of Thomas. Possession arrow favors Marion. Keep that in mind. That's important as well. Marion has to bring the ball across. Get no pressure because it's a tie game. It's not like they have to score. And they can milk it down for a final shot. Bring it across, Castellanos. Waits, spins it outside to Reyes. Go under 20. Reyes guarded by Poole. Spins it outside to Powalik. Back outside to Reyes, to 12, to 10. Pass inside, poked away. Outside it goes to Castellanos. Castellanos was 6 on the clock. Back outside, Autry for a deep 3. Won't go. Overtime, here we come. In Seguin. Nothing decided after 4 quarters. Marion, Bishop. We'll keep going after this.
when excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond. We are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, it was 4 years ago I was here in this gym and I called a Ryan Perez tip-in at the buzzer for Santa Rosa to knock off Marion and send the Santa Rosa Warriors to the regional finals where they took on San Antonio Cole. They eventually won that game and made it to the Final Four in San Antonio. That Reich Autry three-pointer nearly sent Marion to the regional finals on a last-second shot to close out the fourth. And now we reset the whole works. We'll jump it up. So you take the possession arrow away. That'll be established on the control on this tip. 4 minutes on the clock. A 9-point fourth quarter deficit erased by Marion to force this overtime. Tip controlled by the Bulldogs. And here we go in overtime. Reyes on the dribble against De La Garza. Both teams in the double bonus. Any foul will send someone to the line for two. Missed shot there by Blyden. Rebound Donnie Thomas for Bishop. Defensive stops will rack up momentum points, if nothing else, for either team here in this overtime period. Thomas three, no good. Kowalik got the rebound. He may have been fouled. He was. Jaden De La Garza commits the foul. Again, we're in the double bonus both ways. 2 free throws on any given foul, and Lane Kowalik will stroll the free throw line for Marion. Kowalik, the 6'2 senior, 1 of 2 at the line. First one banks in. At this point, you don't worry about did he call it, did he not. You just look up and say, did it go? Count the points. Kowalik, another free throw here. Misses that. 1 point game. Bishop trails. It's been a while since they've trailed. Thomas has the ball. Each team has had leads in this game. De La Garza stays outside. To Poole. Again, possession arrow favors Bishop if we get to that. Still 3 minutes left here in overtime number 1. De La Garza back outside. Thomas three. Answer? No. Rebound on the backside by Reyes for Marion. Bulldogs up 1. Under 3 to go. Kowalik makes a baseline move. Bounce pass inside. Foul called, and Kadeem Blyden's going to get to the free throw line. Kowalik drew defenders to him. Coaches talk about that often. If that ball's coming in and you're on the baseline, don't help up. Helping up means you're going towards the ball, because anytime you help up, that means players are crashing in behind you to receive passes. Blyden received this pass. Shooting 2. First good. Blyden now 12 points. Second one coming up for Kadeem Blyden. Made that too. 3-point lead. All 3 points scored in overtime belong to Marion. Bishop ball. They've shot a couple of threes here in the overtime period. Kalunga has that ball nearly stolen. Ball thrown in the back court. Wilson can't get there. Taken away by Marion. Restolen by Kalunga. Restolen by Marion. Ball outside, and the Bulldogs will control it. Autry off the dribble in the paint. Floats it home. Bulldogs up 5. And that 30-second span outright defined by Marion out-hustling Bishop for the ball. A near steal thrown in the back court. Bishop players running back as if to kind of let the ball go out of bounds. Marion players, in this case Dom Castellanos, getting back to get the ball in their hands and then turn it into a made basket. 5-point game. Still a lot of time left here in this overtime period. But right now, 100% certain that Daniel Castro over there on that Bishop sideline, the coach, is talking to his players. Intensity, intensity, intensity. You got to bring it. Don't get out hustled on the floor. Not at this venture. Not at the regional semifinal game. You're too tough a team. You've come too far. You play too good at that hustle play. So go get it done. Meanwhile, Marion exits the sideline with a 5-point lead. Riding a wave of momentum of erasing a 9-point deficit late in the fourth quarter. The Marion Bulldogs up by 5. No pressure in the backcourt, so Thomas will bring it up. He's got 31 points here in this game for the Bishop Badgers. Hands it off to Poole. Chance of defense by the Marion Bulldogs. Thomas is free. 3, answer. Yes, sir. Donnie Thomas has 34. Timeout call. This is a long way from decided here, too. I mean, a long way from decided. Fans watching, if you haven't done so, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We got a ton of people watching over there. If you're watching on our Facebook side, please follow our page. Follow and like our page. We're so close to 60,000 followers. We can reach it tonight if we can just get you to follow and like our page. And when I talk about that, what we do is free of charge. We don't charge schools. We don't charge fans to watch the game. We have to have advertising. And the advertisers, one of the very first questions they'll ask, well, how many followers do you have? How many likes do you have? And then how many views do you have? So if you're watching on our Facebook, please do me a favor. Follow and like our page on our Facebook page. Help us reach that 60,000 mark. And then share the link to help other fans maybe get on here and help jump that number to 60,000. After the timeout, it'll be Marion basketball. They'll have length of the court to go. Possession arrow favors the Bulldog, or check that, the Badgers of Bishop if we get a jump ball situation. Bulldogs get it in. Here comes Castellanos. They'll chase him and foul him at the mid-court stripe. As Kalunga kind of reached out and committed a quick foul. For Kalunga, he'll foul out of the game for the Bishop Badgers. Meanwhile, Dom Castellano at the free throw line. Has 8 points, 1 of 1 at the free throw line here tonight. First one good. Back to a 3-point game. Second free throw coming up for Dom Castellanos. Trying to get to 10 points in the game. Autry there already with 17. Castellanos joins him in the double-digit scoring department. Here comes De La Garza for Bishop. Brings it ahead, gets to the baseline, kicks it outside. Corner, it goes to De La Garza. Off of Wilson's hands, turnover in the backcourt. That Marion defense just would not back away. Forcing the turnover. Under 2 to go here in overtime. Bishop will now have to play some defense. Autry gets it in the backcourt. Here comes Reyes, guarded by Thomas. Over to Pawalik. He's double teamed, needs some help. Timeout's going to be called on the sideline by the Marion coach. John Allen says, whoa, no turnovers right now. We got a 5 or a 6-point lead, that is. Four-point lead, 60-56. Back with more right after this.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, thanks for Anna's House for being one of our sponsors. We'll get it right back to make sure you don't miss any action here. In the overtime period between Marion and Bishop in this semifinal game number 1 on the night. It'll be Marion ball up by 4. Get it right near the mid-court stripe. That's a dangerous place to catch a pass. Castellanos gets out of there. Tries to get a man in the air. That's blocked out of there by Kristen Ramos. Ball saved, but right in the hands of the Bishop Badgers. Some defense thrown right at you by the Badgers there. Here's Thomas in the backcourt. Has numbers. Pulls up for 3. Won't go. Long rebound. Save back in. Right there is Blyden. Blyden tries to dribble. Thomas nearly stole it. Autry's there to help him out. Autry threw a double team. Ball in the backcourt and a foul called. Boy, the Badgers were close to stealing that a couple of times and getting closer to forcing a 10-second count and getting the ball on a turnover. But Reich Autry is able to get out of there and get to the free throw line. Minute 11 left here. First one of 2, good. 5-point game. Make or miss is a 2-possession game. 16 of 21 at the free throw line in the game for the Marion Bulldogs. Autry misses that one. Rebound by the Badgers of Bishop. Need a bucket here if you're Bishop. This will help. Missed 3. Offensive rebounds. Ball loose, lost by Salinas. Bulldogs get the ball to Reyes. Reyes hands it off to Autry. Autry gets it into Blyden. Blyden may have traveled. He did. Five-point game. Salinas checks out of the game as Jace Wilson enters for Bishop. Wilson catches here. Brings it ahead for the Badgers. In the paint, kick it outside to De La Garza. De La Garza in the corner, takes it off the dribble. Spins it outside, this is Ramos. Ramos left-hand side, lays it in, he got fouled. Christian Ramos to the free throw line. If they count the bucket, do they? Yes. Free throw, Ramos. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Makes that. 2-point game. Make it a 2-point game. 61-60, foul called as the ball goes out of bounds. Get our score right. 40 seconds left here. That is the right score. 61-59. Another Bishop player will foul out of the game. I believe that's De La Garza. It is, so Ray De La Garza fouls out of the game. Meanwhile, Lane Pawalik at the free throw line. He's 2 for 4 in the game. He banked one in earlier. First one, good. Made that look easy. Like I said, you don't even talk about did he call it or not. You just talk about did it go in. Showed there he has the ability to shoot at the free throw line. Made that one. This is a big one. Trying to extend it to a 2-possession game. Doesn't. Bishop ball. Badgers don't necessarily need a 3. They can tie it with 1. Here's Wilson on the baseline. Elevates. Made it. 1-point game as Jace Wilson scores. Ball in the back court. Double team by the Badgers, and a foul's going to be called. And Dom Castellanos will run to the other end of the court with the ball in his hands. He'll get to the free throw line. No mystery points there. I just hadn't put the point on my scoreboard. So no worries there, my friends that are watching on our YouTube, questioning if Marion got an extra point. They didn't. Yours truly just didn't punch a button in time. Here's Castellanos at the line. Shooting 2. He's already 3 for 3 from here in the game. Misses that. Either way, it was a one-possession game, but now even a make, and it's a 2-point game with more than plenty enough time on this clock if you're a Bishop Badger fan. Castellanos wants this one, and he misses it. Badger basketball, 1-point game. Bulldogs on the attack, kick it outside. This is Poole. Poole back outside. This is Ramos, right side for the lead. Got it! Bishop up. 7 seconds, now 6, and a foul called in the back court. With 5 seconds to go, a defensive foul on the Bishop Badgers is going to allow a Marion Bulldog to shoot free throws. A guy that hit 4 3-pointers to start this game and was red hot shooting. A guy that's 4 of 5 at the free throw line of the game, Reich Autry, stands at the line in here. Shooting 2, first one, good. That ties it. Autry, 19 points in the game. This for the lead in the regional semifinals. Missed it. Rebound Bishop. Here's Ramos. 3, 2, 1. This will count. Overtime number 2. Here we come. Each team scores 10 in the first overtime. Let's play some more in Seguin after this.
If you want to get in the game, come to Marion Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for edition, from generation to generation. For these, you can count on us, your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, we are experiencing some internet issues. We are on a Wi-Fi that we knew was going to have some issues, my friends. If we lose this, my apologies in a big way. Back here in overtime, Marion with the ball. That shot won't go. Rebound by the Bishop Badgers, and they'll control it. They'll bring it up. Donnie Thomas has the ball. Back to action here while we're experiencing some severe internet issues here in Seguin, all tied up in overtime number 2. Internet seems to be coming back. Again, I apologize. The Wi-Fi is what we're given, and when this many fans are on Wi-Fi, it seems to take it away. There's a foul called. You haven't missed any scoring here in this overtime period. Hang in there with me as we continue to experience what is a difficult Wi-Fi right now, to say the least. Free throw time for the Kadeen Blyden for Marion. First free throw good. That's the first point scored here in the second overtime. Marion now up 1 at 64-63. Blyden will shoot another one. Ready to go, Kadeen Blyden makes that. Marion up 2. Bishop with the basketball. Poole hands it off. This is Garcia. To De La Garza, finds Ramos. Ramos takes the foul. And that'll send Christian Ramos to the free throw line. Again, if you're watching this game, please, please, please don't judge what the broadcast is based on the current video feed. We are at the 100% mercy of internet. We were given a Wi-Fi here. Right now it seems to be working, so let's just say our prayers it works for the rest of the way. Ramos free throw, good. 1 point game at 65-63. Christian Ramos, 10 points in the game for the Bishop Badgers, made some big second overtime. Is ready with another here, and misses it. Marion with a rebound. They've got the ball in the lead here in the second overtime period. For the most part, Bishop was playing catch-up in that first overtime period. There's a near steal. Off-balance shot, that goes in. Richard Reyes with a Marion up by 3. That one may have been blocked. Rebound by Autry. Autry for Marion after the stop. Bulldogs leading by 3. Shot goes in. Marion now up by 5. Timeout on the floor. Marion Bulldogs. They led by that many in the first overtime period. We'll keep it right here. Wherever you may be watching our game from, appreciate you watching wherever you are. Reminding you, we'll have the London. And he stands up, he blocks. He stands up, he blocks that. We'll have Cole and London after this one. But what will it take to decide the finish of this one? Five-point lead for Marion. Out of the timeout, Bishop Badgers will have it. Need to go length of the court here. No panic time yet. You just need a basket this trip down if you're on the Bishop side. Donnie Thomas has hit some big shots here tonight. He's got 34 points. Looking for 3 more there. Won't get them. Rebound by Autry. Under 2 to go in the second overtime. Here's a layup on the right side. A lot of contact. Tip up and in by Blyden. 7-point lead. Bishop basketball. Right side reverse. Count that. Christian Ramos. 5-point game. In the paint. There he is again. Blyden. 2 more. Nobody blocking him out. He's getting some good quality tip backs. Jace Wilson for 3. Won't go. Rebound by Reyes. Marion has outscored Bishop 10-3. There's a near steal. Ball out of bounds off of Donnie Thomas. Timeout on the floor. Seven-point lead. Marion fans over on the sidelines. We're in double overtime here in Seguin. Possession arrow favors Bishop. See the Badgers cheering section down there, cheerleaders. pumping their fans up. There's some nervous fans below us now on this visitor side. Here on a Friday night in Seguin. That London game was supposed to tip off at 8 o'clock. That's not going to happen. And there is a ton of people out there in the lobby wanting to get in this gym. If you wanted a seat, forget it. You're not going to get one. Once this one's over, there'll be some people leaving. There'll be some room for the Cole and London fans to make the trip in. Marion Bulldogs with the ball and the lead. They are up by 7. Blyden catches. There's a near steal, but good hustle by Rayos to keep control. Autry catches. Back to Rayos. They'll foul him. And Richard Rayos will get to the free throw line. (10-3). Marion has outscored Bishop here in this second overtime period. Rayos makes the first free throw. That's an 8-point game, 8-point lead. Match is the biggest for Marion anytime in this game. That extends it to 9. Bishop now going to need some threes. Thomas brings it across. He certainly has range. Spins it in the corner. Outside it goes to Ramos. Ramos gets it outside. A foul's going to be called in the paint. That'll stop the clock. Let's reset it. 52 seconds left. Ramos will get to the free throw line. Scoring points without the clock running. That's a benefit if you're on the Bishop side. First one good for Ramos. Second one, no good. Rebound by Blyden. Bishop going to have to commit some fouls. Autry's fouled in the backcourt. Two shots here for Reich Autry. First one good. And Marion as a team from the free throw line have attempted 33 free throws, made 23. That's a 70% clip. Autry, 6 of 8 at the line. He's got 20 points. Make it 21 as he hits that. The lead is double digits. Bishop with the ball. Ramos. Wilson in the corner. Marion contesting those shooters. Thomas trying to get free. Step back 3, top of the key. No good. Rebound. Marion controls that. And a foul called. Line scoring. Let's run it down for you as the Marion faithful making a ton of noise now. Bishop led at the end of a quarter, 15-14. Marion outscores the Badgers 15-9 in the second quarter to take the lead. Bishop outscores Marion 15-11 in the third and 14-13 in the fourth to send us to overtime. Each team scored 10 in the first overtime. Marion, 14 points scored compared to 4 for Bishop here in the second overtime. First free throw is no good. Kadeem Blyden's had a big game though. Blyden, 21 points, several block shots, several rebounds in this game as well. Misses that one too. Rebound by Bishop. Badgers just down 10 though. We're going to have to get shots off in a hurry. Thomas on the baseline. Kicks it outside to Wilson. And Marion contesting these shooters. Nobody getting free to even get a shot off. Ball on the baseline, that's a turnover. Credit Marion. You're down 10, you can't get a shot off. That's defense, my friends. Marion in the back court. Bishop will let him dribble it out. Reich Autry will dribble it forward, and the Marion Bulldogs are on their way to the regional finals in double overtime. They win this one, 77-67. They celebrate over on the Marion side. They were tested by this Bishop team, pushed by this Bishop team, and found another gear to win this game. Bishop's season comes to an end with an impressive 32-6 finish on the year. They'll say goodbye to senior Ray De La Garza, and that is it. The rest of this team will use this experience and get ready to make a run. If I know these kids, they'll start practicing tomorrow. Marion, moving on. They'll play in the regional finals. As we reach our post-game show here, they'll take on the winner of Cole and London. This place is going to have to do some maintenance. In 30 seconds, they got to empty a crowd and bring another big one in. Cole and London. Hope you enjoyed this one. Marion wins this one over Bishop. For my wife Dahlia on the camera, I'm Joe Bowling. The play-by-play on Rio Sports Live. Till next time, so long. My player of the game, by the way, is